We do, as I mentioned, have another West Point grad with us today. Anthony Noto is the CEO of SoFi, a West Point grad, and what has become really a tradition for us, Anthony, to be able to visit on this day and talk about your service and what it means to you.
Well, thank you for having me, Scott. It's a privilege for me to be here representing so many thousands of people that have served our country so well and continue to serve our country so well. And just as importantly, recognizing their families and their support systems that are behind them. Every man and woman that serves our country today or served in the past would not have been able to do that job the way they did without the support of their families. So it's also a recognition for all of them and the people that have served. It's a privilege.
I'm sorry. What do you want people to think about the great takeaway on this day? Just, you know, beyond saying that we honor our veterans and we salute those who serve and those who serve, is there a bigger meaning that we should all take away from this great day?
I think it's critically important that people serve and give back to their country and help sustain our way of life, the democracy that we all benefit from, the impact that we have on society more broadly across the globe. It's not just about defending our way of life, but it's about giving those that don't have an ability to fight for themselves the support that it takes for them to be able to exist in a balanced world, in a world where there are equal rights. And so in this day, as we have such social unrest because the inequalities that exist in our country, they exist more globally, and many people are suppressed, and our military forces are serving our country, but they're also serving the world at large. And that takes our men and women away from home, away from their families, puts them in danger. They put their life on the line every day to ensure our way of life and the world more broadly. And that's a tremendous sacrifice, and it takes a special person to do that. And we should recognize that more than anything else, as well as their families that are equally taking on that sacrifice and risk.
You know, speaking of that, sadly, the pandemic, as you know, Anthony, has hit veterans especially hard. I saw a Military Times article a couple of weeks ago in which they said COVID cases among VA patients was up 70% over that prior 30-day period. We talk a lot about the pandemic and the impact that it's had on our society, and veterans have been hard hit.
They absolutely have, and the government's doing a great job of trying to ensure the welfare and health of all people. I know the military leaders that I have the closest connectivity to have done a phenomenal job for their soldiers. Looking at West Point, where I went to school and graduated from, General Williams has done a phenomenal job of ensuring the Corps Cadets is there every day, chasing their mission to become leaders of character, to lead with excellence. He's enabling them not just to attend classes every day, but be able to play Division I sports actively. The fact that they've been able to manage the COVID on the campus shows the right way to be able to do it. Is a great shining example for the rest of the country to figure out a way to put health and safety first, but being able to continue the mission despite those challenges. And the Strength of the Army football team is another example of that. And that team is one that's led by a great leader, and they have great support from the athletic director. But they're ready for every game, and they're dominating on the field. They're dominating in the classroom. And so there's a way to get it done. And there's a great example of that from West Point and General Williams and Mike Buddy and Coach Munkin across all the academy, and something the other academies should look to model in society more broadly.